Good afternoon everyone. Today we are going to deal about the another important unit, that is second unit of your second PU. So that is nothing but what? Genetics and evolution. So in this second unit of first chapter, it is nothing but what? Principle of inheritance and the variation. So it is a unit 2. It is genetics and the evolution. In that we are going to study about the sixth lesson of this second PU, that is nothing but what? Principle of inheritance and the variation. So this lesson, which is principle of inheritance and variation, which is the weightage of this lesson is for 10 marks. They may ask for the 10 marks in this lesson. So that is they may ask for 2 marks, 1 question, 3 marks, 1 question, and 5 marks, 1 question. So totally 10. The weightage of this principle of inheritance and variation is nothing but it is of 10 marks. Now we will going to study about this in detail. So you have to be thorough with this lesson, and it is a very important topic also. Now let us look into what is today what you are going to study in this lesson. Understood? So what is genetics? And also we are going to study about the very important, the very great scientist called as John Gregor Mendel. So we are going to study about him also. He was also the one great scientist. So called as what? John Gregor Mendel. So who rightly, and this John Gregor Mendel, who rightly called as what? Father of genetics. Father of genetics. He is rightly called as what? Father of genetics. And what was the experiment material, and what did he select for the particular experiment for his so that means he had done so many experiments. In that experiment he particularly took one particular material. So what he was selected, and why it is selected only that particular plant when there is so many plants which were there in the plant kingdom. So and also we are going to deal about the some very important terminologies also. So let me start with the lesson called as what? Principle of inheritance and the variation. So you have heard about, you have been wonder that, so then elephant, as we know that the elephant which will give rise to what? A baby elephant. As we know that the dog will give rise to puppy, after sometime it will grow and it will become a dog. Like that, the mango plant which will produce the seeds after some time, that means after the seed has been germinate, it will produce it will become as a mango plant, right? So I think all of us know that by an what? Saying. So by an saying called as what? Like beget like. An important saying like that word. So like beget saying, that means every living produces offspring. That means every living organism which will produce a offspring that will resemble their parents in certain fundamental characters. So whatever the organism which are giving to their, that means they are giving, which are giving a offsprings which will have one another these certain characters which are very similar to what? Parents. So as I said, elephant which will give rise to a baby elephant, a dog will give rise to a puppy which is a, after growing up it will become a dog. Like that, mango seeds, it will germinate and it will produce what? Mango plant, right? That means to say that like beget like. So that is every living produces the what? Produces in this planet called Earth, so which are resemble to their parents in one or other characters. So what is that? So which is responsible for the transfer of that character or the traits from the parents to the offspring? So what is that character? What is character which is also called as what? Trait. So what is that which is responsible from transferring of one character to the another? That means one character of the parent, it has been transferred to the offspring. So what is that responsible? For how it is responsible for transferring this trait or the character from parents to the what? Offsprings. So that is nothing but what? So what we call it as a gene. That is nothing but what we call as, it is a gene. So right. So what is gene then? So what is genetics then? So all that we are going to study in this lesson. So we find some, you can see that sometimes some similarities among the individual, or sometimes dissimilarities in the species, even in the races, and the varieties in the breeds, right? So there are so many dissimilarities we can found in the races and also varieties in the breeds, right? I think all of you have the beautiful picture. So right, you have so many varieties and all, and you have seen about a beautiful picture of the Gregor Mendel in your textbook as in your school labs and all, right? So you have saw that picture, right? The John Gregor Mendel, right? So let me start. He is rightly called as what? Father of genetic. So hope you all you know that, right? So why he is called as a father of genetics? So for his tremendous contribution to the what? He has made such a contribution to the what he done in the field of genetics. So he had put forth, as we know that he is called as father of the genetics. He had made such a contribution in the field of genetics. So all the idea what we are going to study about gene. So that is all because of what? John Gregor Mendel. So he made a very good contribution in the field of the genetics. Now let us look into a brief history about a scientist called as what? Father of genetics. It is nothing but what? John Gregor Mendel. He is called as what? Father of the genetics. We will look into a brief history about him. So the John Gregor Mendel was born in a very poor farmer's family in Silesia. So Silesian or the Silesiae we called as it is a village in the Hazendorf. So which is a part of Czechoslovakia. So he was born in a poor family. Though he was born in a poor family, and he was very much eager. That means he was very much interested in the experiments on the science. That means he was very much interested in the conducting the scientific experiments. So, and he selected one very important plant called what? Garden pea. For his experiment, he selected a plant called as garden pea. The name of this material, so as I told earlier, he selected one material called as a what? That name we call as garden pea. So the scientific name of this garden pea is Pisum sativum. So Pisum sativum is the scientific name of this garden pea plant. And as I said, he was born in a small poor family. So as he was used to conduct so many scientific experiment, so he was very much he was very over optimistic in his scientific experiments. And he is conducted one experiment, that is a hybridization experiment on the pea plant. He conducted an experiment called as hybridization experiment on the garden pea or the pea plant. So he conducted what? He conducted an experiment on the pea plant for 7 long years. For 7 years he conducted the experiment. For a 7 long year he conducted experiment, that is from 1857 to 1865. 7 long years. That is from what? 1857 to 1865 by conducting a hybridization experiment on what? Garden pea. So one very sad state of Gregor Mendel is that his work, so what he was conducted, his work was remain unnoticed to the scientific world, and he died in 1884. So he died in 1884, and as I told, he was born in a what? A poor family in he was born in 1822, and he was died in what? In 1884. So as I said, he conducted a hybridization experiment on garden pea, which is scientific name of the garden pea is Pisum sativum. So which is called as what? Pisum sativum. So as I said, his work remained unnoticed to the scientific world. So he died in 1884 but actually in 1900. But in 1900 his work was rediscovered. You may wonder who rediscovered his work. So in 1900 his work has been rediscovered. So his work was rediscovered in 1900 by an eminent biologist, namely Hugo de Vries from Holland, Karl Korns from the Germany, Erich van Tesmark of Austria. So these three scientists called as what? Who are the eminent scientists? Hugo de Vries from Holland and Karl Korns from the Germany and Erich von Tesmark of Austria. So these are the three eminent scientists in 1900. They rediscovered the Mendel's work. So these are the three eminent scientists who brought a Mendel work into life. So and they what they do, and they are formulated in ideas. So of the ideas which are given by the Mendels in the form of what? Laws. The Mendels give the things, whatever he had done his experiment, he got in the form of laws, which is called as what? Laws of Mendel. Laws of inheritance or Mendel's laws of hereditary. So, and these eminent scientists Hugo de Veres, Carl Cons, Eric von Testmark. So they were conducted experiments separately. So they were done the experiment separately and obtained the result which is similar to the Mendel's work. So what has the Mendel's had got obtained is result which are very much similar to what these three peoples have done. So what happened that, so one important thing that the scientific world has recognized the significance of an outstanding contribution of the Mendel principle of inheritance and the variation. So that is why the present scientific world is honored is what he has, what the scientific world, the present scientific world has been honored him. He has honored as a scientist and also rightly called as what? Father of inheritance. So rightly he called as what? Father of inheritance. He made a huge contribution in the field of genetics. So that is why he was honored as a scientist and also a father of genetics. So that is so these are the brief history of a John Gregor Mendel. He was born in when 1822. He died in 1884 and he did his work from 1857 to 1865 for 7 long years. On what? Garden pea, which is also called as Pisum sativum. So it is just a brief account on what? Mendel's. Now let us understand the brief about this lesson. Now let us understand what is genetics. So genetics is nothing but a study of hereditary and the variation. What do you mean by genetics? It is nothing but the study of hereditary and the variation. So genetics is nothing but what? It is a study of hereditary and the variation. So now what is hereditary? Hereditary is nothing but what? A transfer of character from the parents to progeny. So here hereditary means transfer of character. From where to where? From parent to progeny or the children or offspring or offsprings. So the so the difference we come across are called as what? Variation. Whatever the difference we can see in the children, that is called as variation, right? So now as I said, similarities tend to increase between the members of the family. So that is the from the parent to the offspring. So sometimes you may come across the different difference also, right? So you can see in your friends or sorry in your family, your brother and your sister, you have some variations also, right? So that means every living organism possesses a set of character which is also called as here trait. So character which is also called as what? Trait. So as I told, so every living organism which will possess a set of character by which it can be identified as a member of a particular species. You can see that in your family. So how can we recognize it is this it is a family? So you have some unique characters, some variation, so that makes a particular species or a family, right? So that makes a species to possess a certain set of character. So what is that help in the transfer of the character? That is from the parents to the progeny. So what is that? What helps to transfer that character from the parents to progeny? So what is that? So what we are dealing today, it is a subject called what as genetics. So what we are going to delay, that subject is what called as what? It is a genetics. So as I said, genetics genetics deals what? Genetics will deals with the study of hereditary and the variation. So let us see what do you mean by genetics, what do you mean by the inheritance and the variation. So what is genetics? So genetics, it is the branch of biology. It is a branch of biology. So it is a branch of biology where it will deals with the inheritance and variation of a character from parents to progeny. So what do you mean by genetics then? Genetics is a branch of genetics, it is a branch of biology, right? So it deals with what? It deals with inheritance and variations. It will deals with inheritance and the variation of characters from parents to offsprings, right? So what do you mean by genetics? Genetics is nothing but what? Branch of biology. It deals with the inheritance and the variation of characters from parents to offsprings. That means what? It is a transfer of character from parents to the offspring, that is from parents to the children, is called as what? It is nothing but what? Inheritance. And the term genetics was coined by a scientist called as Bateson in 1905. So the term genetics was coined by a scientist called as what? In 1905 called Bateson. Bateson has given a term genetics in 1905. So what is genetics? Genetics is nothing but a branch of biology. It deals with the inheritance and the variation of a character from parents to offspring. So the term of genetics was coined by a scientist called as Bateson in 1905. Then what is inheritance? So it is a process by which the characters are passed from parents to offsprings. So what is it? What is the inheritance? It is a process by which characters are passed. Here what happened? Here characters are passed from parent to offsprings. So it is a process. So inheritance, it is the process by which the characters are passed from the parents to offspring. So inheritance and the hereditary is nothing but a process. So what is this process all about? It is nothing but what? Nothing but a process of transferring a character or a trait from parent to the progeny, which is called as inheritance. So hope you understand about the genetics and the inheritance. Now we will look into what do you mean by variation. So now we will look into what? Variation. What do you mean by variation? Hope you remember in this first lesson in sexually reproduction in organism, we have discussed about variation. So hope you all remember what you mean by variation, right? So variation is nothing but what? So it is a part and parcel of our planet, right? It is a part and parcel of planet Earth. So it is have an important role. So it is have an important role in the evolution. So what is it? So what is variation? So variation is nothing but it is the degree by which offspring differs from their parents. So some degree by which the offsprings are differ from their parents. So it is nothing but what? A degree by which the offsprings are differ from their parents. Some degree by which offsprings differ from their parents. So variation is nothing but what? It is a difference. So changes, as I told, changes are the part and parcel of this universe, and the variation leads to what? So what is this difference? So what leads to this variation? So this variation leads to what? An important thing is evolution. So this variation leads to an important thing that is called evolution. So what do you mean by evolution? We will study in a later classes. So that is a gradual change that takes place in the organism in due course of time. That means there is a certain gradual change that is going to take place in the organism in due course of time. So hope you understand that the concept of this chapter. So first and foremost, as I said, so the whole concept, it is based on what? It is based on the genetics and the hereditary. So hope you understand about the introduction part of the principle of inheritance and the variation, and this is very much important for a point of view. It is for about 10 marks. So this weightage of this lesson is for 10 marks. So please remember the point to point for this in this lesson. So all this principle of inheritance and variation, all this concept which is based on the genetics and the variation. Now in next class we will discuss about what? So about the Mendelian genetics and what are the laws what he done. So hope you remember all those things, right? So hope you understand about the basic concepts of this lesson.